Okay, guys, so welcome back to Pop My Cherry Podcast with myself, Gerry Labs. We've got producer Sean, of course, and then we have got the second part. We had Willie on, so we needed to get the other half of Mudblood on the podcast, Sean. So we've got Paddy Mc Donnell.
What's happening?
Look, I love the glasses, by the way. I've seen you've been getting a lot of shit for them, haven't you?
Shit, yeah. People saying they're like a politician in the fucking 80s glasses. And glasses do defend you a wee bit.
Joe 90 glasses.
It took me a long time to actually pick a pair that I actually liked, but I really like these.
Do you ever feel like a dick in Specsavers sitting going,
I
look
I don't go to Specsavers.
I see.
Do you just
Big
buy
bugs
like wee
now.
reading glasses?
I'm disabled. The Specsavers come to me. They want a job. No, it's I went to a place down in Queen's Arcade,
Right?
and it wasn't as busy, and it was just like it's two fellas run the shop, and it was really fucking.
Whereas you're in Specsavers and the girl's going, right, come on you, hurry up.
That's what I mean. I was just talking about. I went in and got a sandwich, and I was talking about the time I took my dad in the subway.
Oh, Jesus.
Why, what happened?
And this is just any time you take him to Subway.
It's like not even just subway. My dad doesn't like be put under pressure.
Right, okay.
Do you know why?
Right.
Like back in the day, my dad would have just went into the sandwich shop and went, "Can I get a ham and cheese sandwich?" You know, and didn't say what type of bread. Like my dad, you know, it was not. And I took him into Subway, and I genuinely freaked out. It was like because the guy went,
I get it though.
"What type of bread do you want?" And he went, "Bread." And he went, "Yes, but what type?" And he was like, "What do you mean?" And he pulled out the board and went, "These." And he went,
White bread.
and he went, "Just fucking white bread," like. And he went, "Hearty Italian." "No fucking said white fucking bread," you know. And your mum went, "Right," and your mum went 6 inches or 12, and he went, "Fucking stick it up your fucking hole, anyway." And stormed out, and I went out and went, "What's the problem?" And he went, "All them people stand behind me, and he's asking me 100 fucking questions to me. Thank fuck we didn't get the salad bit." Do you know what I mean? He would have fucking freaked out. Toasted, untoasted.
But I think Subway is a bit like, you do get under pressure though. I do get why your dad would be like
You
that.
have to stick to your order.
Do you know the full script? Like, do you feel like, could you, like, say if this was like a job interview and I was like, right, Subway, like, do you want the job? Would you be able to do the full pitch?
Oh, like, could I be
So
on the
someone's
other
walking
side?
in like a customer right now, like, so like, what kind of bread?
What kind of bread do you want?
Cheese and toasted?
Cheese and toasted. What?
6 or 12.
Meat.
6 or 12?
6 or 12.
Oh,
is
What
fuck,
meat?
I forgot that, yeah.
What meat do you want?
That's the most important.
That
bit
is,
there.
Yeah.
Size
fucking
matter.
Salad.
Size does matter.
People say it doesn't. It fucking does.
It does. No, I couldn't handle the 12, my wee tight pussy.
Listen, the good thing about it is you can cut it in half and you can have it later.
Of course, that was going to turn into an innuendo, but no. But like, do you think it's? I couldn't like. I get why like the whole like pressure kind of thing of it, but I don't think many of our listeners will know this. So there's a bit of like a link here. I don't think anybody. Do you want to reveal it, Sean? Or
So Patrick's my brother.
yes.
Yeah.
So for anybody listening, because they all love Sean on here.
Do they?
Oh, gee, oh yes. Oh my god.
Producer
massive.
Sean.
Producer Sean. Kind of. I'd say he's kind of like the.
It's the voice.
It's the voice.
Would you ruin
Morgan
it if
Freeman.
you explode him, do you think?
I think so.
Yes.
We're waiting for a live show.
So either like a live show or something like that there. But then I also, do you know, people are like trying to like track him down. They find him, you know.
Do you ever Google that?
No.
Do you ever Google to see what your top searches are?
No, fuck, no, Jesus.
On Google?
Do you mean on you, like of your
Well,
name?
Yeah.
No.
We should do
Why,
that.
what's your, have you done it for you?
Yeah. I do it all the time to check mine out.
Really?
Mine's most recently was Paddy Mc Donnell is in the Ra. And it changed. Paddy Mc Donnell, has he got a wife? Paddy Mc Donnell's wife. Paddy Mc Donnell, does he have kids? You know, so you look up and you see. So I wonder, is it producer Sean? Who is he?
Is he in the Ra?
Yeah. I think I personally couldn't look up my name. I think I don't try to read like you see comments and stuff. How do you find out, say, like being a comedian, like, you know?
Do you know what? It was once I was in the like highlighted a wee bit.
Yeah.
It was hard to take, you know, when you
Yeah.
see nasty comments. But now I don't even.
No. Because the thing is, it's you kind of have to, it's pantomime at the end of the day, isn't it? Like, you have to kind of take it with a pinch of
Just
salt.
somebody writing negative stuff. They're not happy
Yeah.
in themselves, and they're the ones that's actually doing the negative stuff. You know,
Yeah.
somebody puts up and goes, "Oh, fucking dickhead," or you know,
Aye.
and that's a stupid one. Like, it's when they go out of the way to like make a big story about you that's not true.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's like nearly fabricating or slandering and shit
So
like that.
that's
yeah.
why I just expose everything and just say everything, so that
Yeah.
nobody can come back to me and go, oh, by the way, we know you done this. And I go, but I've already talked about that.
You've talked about it. Like what you see is what you get. It's but would the comedy industry be like kind of like that? Would it be not negative, but like, so say the world I come from, it's all like influence, and so you've all these like threads and forums and shit like that.
You have that slight difference where people are like, these people are talentless.
Yeah.
You know, like, what do they have?
Which is kind of
no, but I mean, I would argue that point, because I'll tell you why.
Right, okay.
Not everybody can get in front of a camera and talk.
That's true.
You know, so influencers have their own. We were in Ibiza a couple of years ago, and two wee girls come up to me and they were like, we seen you in Be Perfect earlier on and all, and we couldn't believe it. And we're like, can we get a photo with you? And I was like, yes, I'm getting a photo. And my wife's like, yes, looking at the two of them, and I'm going, and she wouldn't have been jealous or anything. So I was going, fuck, is there something wrong with her? And when the two of them walked away, she was like, do you not know who they are? And I went, no. And she was like, they're fucking massive influencers back home. And I was like,
oh, really?
And she was like, yeah. And she went on, and I went, fuck, they really are. And like hundreds of thousands of fucking followers and all. And I was like, holy fuck, well, they fucking, here's was just their everyday life and makeup tutorials. And I was like, fucking hell. Yeah. Couldn't believe it. But so not everybody can put themselves in front of a camera.
That's true.
So influencers do have a talent in a way. People go, well, what do they have?
Yeah.
They can get in front of the camera straight away. They can talk, and they're putting themselves out there. So I would argue that point.
No, I get you. And then also they're marketable. Like, they know how to market themselves. I think that's like a skill set too. Like, obviously they work with different brands and stuff. But then with the influencing world, it's nearly like quite pageantry. So you're kind of held, because there's like a relatability to it. If you say, like, if you heard, like, say a story about like a content creator and like, oh, she got pissed and maybe like got her tits out in the fucking Cathedral Quarter, then it's like she's cancelled.
Who was it? Which one?
No, I know.
And can I get a link?
I know. But like a comedian can get away with more because they've got the title, they're a comedian.
It's as well I do comedy, I think, because you don't have to have that clean cut image in a sense.
Yes. So like it's nearly, you can nearly be like what you see is what you get.
I think that everybody could be like that. I don't see why, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's like politicians probably get it the worst.
The worst. Oh my god.
Because like nobody's clean cut.
No, like no way. Like,
nobody clean cut.
Could you be a politician? Do you think?
I'd be a brilliant politician.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Really?
They wouldn't want me in, but
really,
100%. I'd be a brilliant politician for the wrong reasons.
Right. What would be like your...
Which is
like manifesto, is it?
Yeah.
What would be yours?
My top one would be, like, see the way we're getting good weather at the minute?
Yeah.
And this is mad because I said it on a podcast over in England in March, and now it's the unions are bringing this to the government. Like, literally now. And somebody tagged me and it was like, did you not just say this in the podcast? Where we should have like 5 days of the year where we aren't guaranteed weather, where by a certain time in the morning they could go, right, it's going to be a really good day, and we all get a bank holiday. We all get a day off. 4 or 5 a year. Maybe have 3 of them for sunny days and then 2 for snowy ones.
That would be actually, yeah.
You know, like 5 rolling days that can be used at any part of the time of the year.
And is it like the person can take it off, or it becomes like a public holiday?
It's like the government will announce it.
Oh my god, really?
I would bring that in.
I think that would be a good one, because you not find like you see around this time of the year, like May and stuff, like it's very like the weather's unreal, and then July, August is always shit here.
When we're meant to be off.
We're meant to be off, yeah.
So it's sort of like, fuck's sake, you know. So yeah, everybody be stuck inside. Like we're stuck in here today and it's roasting.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And you're going, fucking, it would be great to have a wee day off here. Do you know what I mean?
That would be a good one.
That would be one of the ones. And the other one would be, you're not allowed to wear flip-flops or have your feet exposed in the winter months.
Really? I know, but you hate feet, yeah.
Hate feet.
You hate feet, I'm the same as you. No.
They really weren't thought about, like when he was making the body parts. And I know like ball bags and all aren't nice.
They're not nice, no.
I got told off for my ankles recently.
Why?
I started wearing gutty socks that were below the ankle, and my kids were like, that's a no. You have to cover your ankles when you're...
Right.
I'm about
it's
that.
It's a new thing.
I'm with you.
So
I'm
are
with
ankle
them.
socks out?
Ankle socks, but well, like people listening might disagree with this. I think below the ankle, like a pop sock. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? No.
Well, that's what they were saying. That's wrong.
No, it's just too exposing.
There you go.
If I wear an ankle sock, it's just right above the tip of my ankle. But then what about
the
socks?
Socks have to be nice.
It has to be maybe like Puma or like a wee Nike Tech or something.
I take a boxes a day.
Yeah. What do you have?
We
They're nice. Are they Nike,
We Nike ones.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yes. I see. They're nice. But socks and sandals on a holiday.
Yuck.
Really?
Yuck.
So you'd rather see the feet out?
No, fuck. I mean,
What do you want them to do?
on their holidays, yes.
Right?
Yeah. Do you know what I hate? I hate that like smicks in Belfast have made it a thing like to wear fucking socks and flip flops.
I love
and
it though.
shorts. Do you?
I love it, yeah.
Is that a wee thing?
But
like?
I think I have a thing
Oh,
for
you have a thing for
smack
smicks?
deck. Smack deck, I call it, yeah.
This is a thing.
I just want to
This
be
is
like,
a thing.
what's
I
inside
have
the glove
quite a
box?
bit of a gay following. Like,
Really? Do
I
you?
swear, like, I
Serious?
genuinely like there would be, and one of them said that to me. He says like you can come under a few categories. He says, but for me, it's the smick. I want a wee bit of smick, like you're like a smicky, like what was it he said? A smicky. What did he say? A smicky bear.
A smacky bear? Yes.
So it's like a Belfast first,
Literally.
a smicky bear. It does sound like
Yeah.
a bar. Like
No,
no,
it sounds like a
Smacky bird.
fucking
Not your average
Yogi Bird.
Yogi Bird in Belfast.
Yogi
one.
Bird,
Smacky bird, not your average bird.
Instead of picnic
He
baskets,
drinks out everywhere.
he's not stealing picnic baskets, he's stealing people's cars.
Here, huh? Smacky bird can get you anything you want.
I can see it.
We animated spur knocking about Belfast.
Fuck you up.
It's a lot of bollocks.
Stop. But it's
Well, who was we sidekick by? Because there's
Oh,
what's Yogi Bear's we sidekick?
oh fuck. Is it Boo Boo?
Boo. Yo, boo.
well, but like that works.
Hey,
Like
boo-boo.
everybody would love to be a boo boo, you know.
Wee
It's
Boo
The park rangers always
boo
trying to
neck.
get him.
yes.
Boo. Rangers
It's a
are always after-
paramilitary in this one.
But it's, I think, you know, whenever you're a kid, you watch like EastEnders and shit. You won't relate to this, obviously, because you're not gay. But like people like Danny Dyer, like Grant Mitchell, like I always wanted, like, you know, to be doing like Eiffel Tower with like Grant and Phil. Do you know what I mean?
What do
like
you mean,
I'm
doing it?
I'm in the Queen Vic working in the shift, and then I'm maybe changing the keg, and then Phil and Grant come in, and then I'm getting spit roasted.
Right, it's
Do you
like
know what I
that's
mean?
your porn scene now.
That's my like that was like a kid fantasy when I was like 7.
Which is wrong.
I know.
A 7-year-old getting spit roasted by them two. But it was BBC, so your fantasy really could have been maybe fucking sorted.
They set it up like they
Should
planted.
have sent them a letter.
Alright, who, Jim, will fix it? Fuck. Jim, will you fix it for me to get spit roasted in the Queen Vic? Fucking, no.
Stop! I'm away. I set you up for that one. You know, like that Cockney, like bad
The rough-
boy, rough and ready. I think every girl loves that. They don't like to admit it though.
Aye, the girls don't admit it, but they do like
No.
a bad boy. 100% they like a bad boy. I think girls don't want just like a man's going to give in to their every needs.
No, there has to be a bit of cat and mouse. I think.
Aye.
Like
So
sh-
we better chase you.
Aye, but then it's so weird that you are brothers because you're so different.
Yeah,
Because Sean's so like emotionally like not that you are like I was gonna say you're not emotionally intelligent.
there we go.
There we go, there's the
Thanks,
start of it.
Jerry. That's getting tired with our own
No, but
pressure.
like, you're the bad boy. Sean's clean cut, isn't he?
Well, you
Or
ain't
is there a
got
dark
about-
side? Is
you ain't
there?
got about Sean. He's not
Really?
as clean cut as everybody thinks he is.
Aye, the panorama investigation hasn't happened.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, stop it! Serious?
Aye, wouldn't
Back
be
in the
as-
day.
See,
I was
Say
very,
nothing,
I was
no,
very
we're not
quiet.
quiet. We're-
I was very quiet up until I was about like 13.
Oh, serious?
that's not long.
Well, there's no point me lying about it. That's what I mean.
aye, yeah,
Because
yeah.
people will come back and go, I remember him.
I
Like,
thought you were going to say like, a guy wasn't bad, and then when
I wanted to be a
like
priest.
21,
I wanted to
Did
be a
you?
priest up until I was about 11, 12.
Fuck off! Serious?
Yeah, and like was very holy and was in the scouts and done all that. And then
Did you do altar serving?
no,
I see. I did do that. I loved, but I think I wanted it to be. I felt like a Bond girl, like like nearly like standing at the side of the
we
priest.
did Vogue instead of Hallelujah.
I felt very like it was like a performance.
He's like, Jerry, stop, just ring the bell.
And then if you'd done a funeral, you got £20 cash. It was
Serious?
good. Yes.
Oh,
It was
you get
big
paid?
back where everybody was an altar server. That turned out gay.
Where did you grow
Grew
up?
up Marfelt. Have you ever been around there? Like so Culture Land to all of you city slickers,
Do you
you
know
seem to
what?
think
But
it's
Maherfeld, if you drive into it, there's a few big houses. And
Thank
you. Go in.
you. Thank you.
It's not. The Ballymena and Maherfeld get a hard time, but there's a
Thank
lot of
you.
money in them places.
Yeah. No.
and it's a town, like.
Yeah.
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
but there's money there. There's money there.
I went looking for your top searches,
Right.
so it's like Jerry Love's boyfriend.
Really? Is that the one that comes up? Mm-hmm. See, so I've got this undercover boyfriend now, and everybody's mad.
Have you got him?
Everybody's mad looking to find out who he is.
And
It's
then,
me, sorry.
Yes.
It's producer Sean.
Yeah.
He's doing the buffers and the Queen Vic.
Eiffel Tower. All right, Gerry.
Stop.
It's just my dad walking in and saying it, and it goes doom, 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 doom. My dad would fucking go doom, 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 doom. He walked in there.
She's like,
Freak out.
Stop.
Have you spoken with this?
no. Well, see, that's the
What's
thing.
this?
Our dad is like, he's not really with the times.
Right, but fair. Like, but I think you have to allow generations. I think.
I know, but there's still so many times you can go to him.
Right.
On the fuck, like.
No,
Do you know
I
what I
get
mean?
you. I get you.
He just doesn't understand it.
No.
Is the main thing. Doesn't like Subway and doesn't like gays.
Yes.
Fuck's sake.
But it's I think there's some people, like, I think when you're like older, I think there's no point nearly, like, you know, like my great uncle was like that, but it was just nearly more like, what's the point?
Yes.
You know, they grew up in a different time period. It was a different world. It was a different thing. So
And you said it right, by the way, Maher felt, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Maher felt is the way a Smick would say
we
it.
say
Maher felt.
Well, I say Marfelt, but then I always say Mackerfelt for anybody that's not from there, though.
Did you go to St. Pat's?
St. Pius's. So St. Pat's was Mahara, so I went to St. Pius's. Where did you go up here?
CBS.
Oh, really?
And then I went in all-girls school.
Did you?
Mm-hmm. It was the first boy to
Genuinely?
go, aye.
Really? Mm-hmm. And then did it become...
Then now it's like amalgamated. It's like
oh,
both.
right, okay.
But back in the days, it was like I couldn't get into any of the other secondary schools, even though I got the results, because
Really?
I was a fucking messer, like.
Really?
And then my mum was like, "What do you want to do?" And I wanted to do science, so they were offering like A-level sciences, and I went down there, and the nun was like, "Yeah, we'll bring him in. Why not? What harm can it do? You know?"
Yeah. And what did you think of it?
I'm just great. Jerry, imagine, like, you know. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I'm gullible as well. Are you serious? Is this true?
Oh,
it is true. Right, okay.
no, it's well documented, like, but
Stop
yeah.
it.
So I went to an all-girls school, had my own toilet and stuff. It was like
Really?
because I couldn't use the male staff,
Yes,
so
right.
they had to give me a toilet of my own, and I had a key for it and all. So it was like,
Really?
oh, special treatment.
Was that like the disabled toilet or?
Yeah, near enough.
Yeah. No, but like,
No,
you know,
it was.
male,
It was a
female,
boys.
disabled.
It was what they done was they took one of the male toilets away that was staff and just give it to me.
Give it to you. Oh my God.
I had a key to it and all. Like, it was like my own wee. It was like being in jail and getting privileges.
Right, okay, right. And did you always, like, with the science you're saying, like, did you ever want to be anything else?
I wanted to be a pharmacist or work within
Really?
like a lab or something like that, yeah. And then when I done it, I went, no, I fucking really don't want to do it.
Serious?
Yeah.
And then how did you get into comedy then?
Got the finger bit off working as a doorman. And
See, so I seen this clip.
yeah.
So what happened there?
So I
Or
was doing the door, working as a doorman. I was getting married in the Galgorm and all, and I had like a joinery company.
yeah,
But I was doing that the weekend to stay off a drink and then pay
Yeah.
for the wedding because we were getting married in Galgorm. Because that was before weddings were like. I remember when we were getting married and we were talking about how much we were spending on it. People were like, "What are you talking about?" You know, we wanted a big wedding.
Yeah.
My wife's family, her brother and sister, both had tiny weddings on a deck in America.
Right.
So they wanted to have a big wedding here.
right. I got you.
So we decided to have the big one. And we were the week after or the week before, can't remember, Christine Blakely and Frank Lampard.
Was theirs in the Galgorm? Was it? Oh, stop
So I
it.
think it was the week before or the week after,
Oh my
something like
God.
that. So, yeah, so we done that. And after, we went on the Maldives for our honeymoon, and there was a guy there whose parents were from back here. Either his mother was from Belfast and his dad was from Sligo, or vice versa. And they lived in London. He grew up in London, and his son had been killed working as a doorman. And he was like, when you go home, stop doing it.
Yeah.
So when I came back, I says, no, I am. And then I got till July. So that was May, was on my stag till June. I handed my notice in. They were like, can you work until like July until we get a replacement for you? And I was like, right. And I got my finger bit off. I think it was the 27th of June.
Jesus.
Yeah. So, and I went into depression. Took 4 years to go in court. And then the first day of the court, she brought me to a comedy night just to take my mind off it. And they called me up on stage. And then I was just fell in
Serious?
love with it. Like, it's like therapy.
Oh my God.
Any part of your job like that for you?
Like a therapy kind of thing. I'd say I'd likely doing this. I find this, I'd say out of all the stuff I do, I'd feel like this is the most real. Because
Yes,
the rest of the
on
stuff,
radio,
you,
well, obviously.
radio, you have to be about, hey, traffic and travel. Like it's about,
What got you into radio?
I kind of fell into it So I went and moved to Ibiza.
Drunk, yeah.
What?
Drunk.
No. I had moved. I had been in talks with the radio, and I always thought I'd never get on radio because I don't know if you have it's like the imposter syndrome. Say like being from like West, like for where we're from, like the culture thing.
Yeah.
You're not polished. You're not this. You're
But
a bit
you
more
don't
rough
sound
around
like
the
you're from
edges.
Matterfall.
That's like you from the media kind of shit.
Yes.
You know, like you get a bit
Changes
more
it.
polished in ways. But I was always like very rough, very unfiltered. And then I was like, God, I'd never be able to go on radio. And then I got like approached just to like have a chat about it. But then I was like, look, I'm moving to Ibiza. Moved to Ibiza, came back 6 months later. And then my head was that scrambled that I like thought, fuck, from all the partying. And I thought, right, fuck it, I'll do it. I'll give it a go. And then never look back. Yeah.
Do you love the radio?
I do love it, but it's a different kind of. I love the kind of, and I'm sure you're like the same with the comedy where you're able to connect with your audience. It's that kind of like you're like it's not like it's that back and forth. Like, do you not like? Would you find would your sets be like improv? You know, like
There's a fair bit I do now, crowd work, which people love.
Yeah,
And I love that. And I think a big part of mine is that you can come and say hello to me, you know, and people are like, I can't believe her, like, just normal. You know what I mean?
yeah. But it's
And I think radio DJs have that also where people are like, I know them.
yeah.
They build up a relationship with you.
Yeah, and this because it's like you're nearly like a part of their routine. So say somebody you're maybe in the background in their office or this or that or whatever.
They're always listening to you.
Always listening, but it's I think with radio it's not that you just have to be more like it's a mainstream media.
Do you ever get people saying to you, oh, I didn't expect you to look like this,
that or be like that? Yeah.
Do they?
People always think I'm mental, and then they're surprised I'm really quiet. Like I'm not. But I was quiet until I was 13 too.
Well, but what people don't understand is when you meet them, you're not going to be fucking nuts
like
straight
Sticky
away.
Dicky pulling out fucking razors and budgies out of your.
Why do
fucking
you do that when you get
Well,
to
I'll
know
do that when I can.
It's just
Buy him a
something you
drink
off.
first.
Fuck me, Jerry. Do you have OnlyFans?
I know, not
You fucking should get one.
I give it out for free. Get me a drink at an after party and I'm open like 7-Eleven. Stop it. But no, it is but like it's kind of like not a character, but you kind of when you're on say doing like a comedy set, you're amped on
100%.
It's not the showman, but that kind of thing.
No, I get it. I totally get it. Most people when they meet me go, you're not as fat in real life.
Seriously.
That's probably the biggest one to say to you if they have the balls to say it, but some of them do, and I go to myself, fuck, why do you say that? And not because I don't understand it, but then I go, fuck, they actually think they know you because they listen so much to you and they know so much of your life that they're going, fuck, they think they know you, so they can say that. It's like somebody in your house going, here, what the fuck are you doing, you fat bastard? You know, it's one of them ones. But
do you not? But do you? So I find mine's is like that. So say like I think it must be to do with our personalities, but it's like. They'll rip me like a new asshole. I remember I came up here one day and I was wearing like a navy jumper with no sleeves and a white shirt and a wee blue tie, and somebody wrote to me going like, Jesus Christ, you look like a value cabs driver. And it's just like they'll just rip you like in two.
You're open to that.
But I love it though. I love that.
Oh, that's
you see
good.
Back and
That's
forth.
good.
I
That's
love
good.
it.
That's good. You do like it.
Uh-huh.
You put a photo up with a plane and I was joking slightly. And here's me. I don't know if Jerry will take that fucking wrong because we've only met fleeting doing something before, and I was like, but no, you and people were laughing at it and stuff like that. But no, here at holiday look class.
Unbelievable. Have you been to Thailand?
No. My mate, he trains the UFC fighters in Thailand.
Serious? So look, what is it? Muay Thai? I couldn't say it the last time. Muay Thai. Did I say right? Yeah.
So Connor, he's from Derry and he's over there and he trains all the stars of UFC and stuff like that, and he loves it. Like he sends me pictures. He's coming over in May, but he's like, why don't you come over? But I'm not busy. But like I am doing Dubai, Qatar and Bahrain, so
doing shows
he's
out
going there, and then you're going to Australia after, so just take a couple of days and just come and see it.
Oh, you have to see it.
But his life over there looks amazing. Like
it's just different. And you know what's so funny? Whenever I was over there, and I had to quit vaping because vaping's illegal. I thought, fuck this. But eating fish, which I would never eat fish. I hate fish. The fresh fruit, vegetables, everything. Water, climate, culture.
Loved it.
And then you come back here and
you've sold it.
Fucking
You sold
kip.
it to me. You sold it to
It's
me.
the kip, like. And everything's went back to shit. It's get back to KFC, Red Bull, Lost Marys, and fucking.
But that's what here does. Well, you see when we were in America, all I done was train because you get up in the morning, everybody wore vest tops and things, so you took care of yourself because you were, and then you came back here, and 3 weeks later you're full of kebabs and drink, and everybody's like, the state of him now, like it didn't take that long.
No, But it is. We don't realize so environmentally, like where our surroundings play such an impact without us even realizing it.
Big time.
Because as soon as I got off that plane, this is so bad, but so my boyfriend, he'd be quite like healthy and all, very, very, very healthy actually.
I was going to try and catch you out there and go, where's he from?
No, I know. No, he's from Manchester.
Oh,
but
right, he's not from here. Does he
not
have the
from
trouble?
here.
It's a long...
Long distance. I like that though.
Oh, it's not that long.
No, half an hour on a plane. But I like it because it's he's got his life, I've got mine, and any time we spend together is always quality time. But he's really healthy. But as soon as we got off the plane, he's like, oh, like, you know, like I'll cook us some breakfast, right? But I was like, fuck me, I've been here 10 days eating fucking fish and shit. And I think
you wanted a McMuffin, didn't you?
The dirtiness came in, like Daniela Westbrook kind of like relapsey. I was ready to fucking go, and I was like, no, like I'm just gonna go for a walk. Just you cook whatever. And he was like, no, like, you know, I'll make us like porridge and oats and that. I'm like, I don't fucking want that. And I was like, I'm just gonna go for a walk for a minute. Yeah. And I went and walked, and I went and bought a Greg's, right? 2 sausage rolls, a large Red Bull, and a Lost Mary, and I didn't fucking smoke or vape for 10 days. And I'm sitting on a park bench going like this, eating the sausage roll, fucking
sniffing it,
drinking the Red Bull. You know, like Popeye with the fucking spinach eyes, I guess, here. Down the fucking hatch, and then puffing, and then I just looked at myself and thought, you're a fucking tramp.
But that's the same way as girls like a wee bit of dirt too.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
This is it.
They don't want to live with one, but they'll fucking...
Yeah. This is it.
But sometimes you just need it.
You need a bit of
dirt.
A bit of dirt, a bit of grub, yeah.
You're a married man, that's disgusting.
Nah, fucking...
That's a new one now. Yeah. Producer Sean, is he married?
Yeah, that'll be the Google search.
And I went out last week and I stayed at my mate's house. And
we went out on a night out?
Went out on a night out,
right.
Went back, and it was over west, so stayed at my mummy's.
He knew what he was doing. Did you get a big fry in the morning?
I didn't even, right? Because I got up, because I heard moving about, and it was about 7 o'clock, and I heard all the moving about, and I like sort of half opened my eyes, and I saw like my dad, like looking in to see if I was up. And I was like, "All right, Daddy." And he's like, "Right, son, here, I'm just letting you know, I'm going in for a wash here in case you need to use the bathroom." I was like, dead on. He says, "Nah, wait, sir, if you want to get up and do a wee bit." And I was going, I'm fucking Dan. Like, and he's going, "Well, see if you do this one with your arms, and fucking do good." And he's going, "Do you want me to join him? There's bananas down there. Do you want?" I'm like, "Daddy, give me a fry." And
no. No.
I ever get that with dads on holiday as well?
Yeah.
Like, they're up at earlier than they would be at home.
At home.
And they're like, I'm away. I've walked around the town twice.
Don't even, my dad, sometimes I get up, say if I have to go down to Dublin or whatever, like for like a work thing, and I have to get up, say like 5:30, but like every morning my dad's up at like, I think maybe like 4. Watching TV,
listening to the fishing forecast,
having a fucking clue, and just sitting there like as in fully dressed with a cup of coffee, like, you know, like scrolling on the news on his phone. He's like, "Morning, son," and I'm like,
and Dolly Dar and Grant Mitchell, like the two of them, and they're fucking different, like looking.
Well, one has hair and one doesn't, like, do you know?
So you're covering both angles.
Don't discriminate.
Like?
I would never have nothing against bald. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Okay.
Yeah, it was like, you know, most men, yeah. Bald, I think.
Because the whole thing with her now, like men are all
now getting the transplants and stuff.
Or the wigs put on.
Or the wigs, the units. Have you ever seen them?
I thought your man on The Bear does the podcast and the Big Bear competitions.
So his was a transplant, I think.
No, I hit him that hard, he grew hair again.
Really? Did you?
I fought him in
June. Did you do like a fight night thing?
We fought,
right?
And we done like the pre-fight interview. And the guy went, "What age are you?" Because it says, "What age are you?" Paddy and I was like 44, and they were like, "Paddy's younger than you," and he went, "No, he's not." And they went, "Why, what age are you?" And he went, 37, and the whole place went quiet.
Fuck.
And he was like, "What's wrong?" Hard paper round, you know. And but the comments was disgusting.
Oh really? Aye.
So next minute he had fucking hair, and I had a fucking gig. Like when he had the hair, I put a wig on and everything, and done videos and hit him that hard. But I think he looks great with it.
I think he looks fantastic.
Yeah, it does take years off him. Like
it does. And he's lost a lot of weight too, hasn't he?
Yeah, well, he was fighting me. Like he had to come down weight. He still was heavy with me when he fought, but he done really well, and he's kept to it. So he's probably on Emma Jackson's Jay.
No.
Fuck's sake. Well, he cheated with her, so he probably cheated. He's on that Owes Me Picker, whatever the fuck you call it. Owes Me Picker, Mountjoy, or whatever.
Did Willie say? Isn't Willie on it?
Willie's on it. He's a
I love that
Protestants.
I love the fact he
cheat
owns
and
it.
everything.
Do they?
Oh, no. They all cheat. So they do. Frauds cheat.
Stop. I think Willie looks good though.
No, he does. Looks great. He does. And
What's your thoughts on the whole like Ozempic thing? So yours is all like
see it as cheating.
yours. Aye.
And don't get me wrong, I understand why people do it, and
Yeah.
it's their decision, and I wouldn't like I joke about people doing it, no.
Yeah, yeah.
But I prefer to do it knowing that I've done it the right way, you know.
Yeah. You just wonder like how long like is there like because it's only kind of newly kind of came in, so like what is like the not the aftermath of it?
I love
is it sustainable?
Yes,
Do you know what I mean?
I love the fact that there's people I know who were so anti-fax,
Yeah.
but yet they're fucking doing the fucking
And,
weight, and you're going,
oh fuck.
what the fuck, like? And they're like, nah, well, if the diabetics can have it, and I'm like, yeah, but they're taking it for diabetes. It's like
No.
a fucking different thing altogether.
Don't.
Like I take steroids for I have gout. That's why
Yes.
I'm in here limping this morning. But I take steroids and they put weight on you.
Yeah.
But they also make your immune system go down, and then they also make your bones brittle.
Yeah.
So it's a side effect to everything.
Yeah.
It's a fucking artificial thing.
I
they're
think people's
putting in
nearly
you.
looking at it as if it's like a healthy alternative. Meanwhile, if you exercise and had a more healthier lifestyle, like that would like do you better in the long run.
Yeah.
But then there's this is how fucked up I think it all is now though. Is there's a girl I know, her friend basically to get on, you have to be a certain weight or a certain something to be able to get for a doctor to give you the Ozempic, and she photoshops her photos. So
it
she
looks
sends
heavier.
photos through or whatever and lies about her weight, whatever way she has to submit the stuff to get
That's a sickness.
to get the Ozempic. So she photoshops herself to make herself look bigger, not
So she's
weird,
obviously-
bigger.
So she obviously doesn't need it.
No. But that's just because she really wants to lose even
I
more
just
weight. And
be-
apparently, like it's just
Be honest,
it's become
girls.
excessive.
I like a wee bit of meat in the bone.
Oh, I bet a timber, yeah, 100%. But this is why it's so weird, isn't it? How it, like just nearly yo-yos. Like 1 minute it was all about embracing curves and embracing your body, and then now it's like everybody's wanting. I think because they've seen here we can do this quick and easy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, fuck it. We actually do want to do that. But I believe we're all genetically. Like imagine if I was like an Ulster rugby player, I wouldn't sit it. Do you know what I mean? No, like built. I mean, not like literally playing rugby.
There's some that are.
No,
I
I
thought you
know.
meant
Fuck.
like you now
Like
going
playing rugby, you're like, no.
Why is he like the scrum so much? For a late player, like he shouldn't be in there. He should be a winger running the ball.
Do you ever see like the slow mo videos on TikTok? No,
of
like rugby players when they do like the wedgie pull up thing. Is that actually what they do in rugby to catch the ball? What is that?
That's when they're taking like a throw in.
Yeah,
It's a line out, isn't it? They call it,
And
and then they lift it.
and they have to. But then they
It's
have
like a
it in
cheerleader,
slow-mo.
isn't it?
Aye, that's what I nearly think. Like, give me a B, like whenever you're up in the shoulders. But it's for some reason, is that like a
Are you
thing?
just slowing it down?
No, it's slow. No, fuck off. No, it is.
It's like me zooming in.
No,
Basic
it is.
instinct.
No, it is. It's like but I think it's like a page for like the girls and the gays because all the comments are like apparently people who are not like rugby fans being like work or like yes diva,
There was one that was taken down. It was like photographs of sports stars, like with their tackle filled it.
Oh really? Oh fuck.
So it was, and then and there was just like the last one, and then they got cancelled. Was like a Brazilian footballer back in I think it was the 70s or the 80s. He actually done a photo shoot for a gay magazine.
Right.
And they were like, well, this doesn't really fall into the category here, but this guy, look, just fucking had his cock out. So he done like a proper photo shoot with just his cock out, like, and they put it up, and that was it. The fucking page get fucking
Got
took down.
took down. Stop.
I was raging, yeah.
Were you? Stop it! I'm screaming. Tell me this. So you see with the comedy scene, who do you love? Like say like working with or. What's the kind of... Because any of the comedians that we've had on has always been...
Who have you had on?
So we've had Willie, we've had Andrew. Is that it?
I'm talking about comedians.
I think that's only
both them
two.
boys are great, and
Yeah.
most of the guys are 100%.
Yeah.
Psychic
girls.
Psychic, I would call Psychic Glenn a comedian.
I haven't
Well,
seen
he
Psychic.
done
Did
me.
Psychic Glenn not do that comedian thing?
did.
Were you,
He
were you
failed.
involved in that?
I probably was. What was it?
Do you remember
He
they all...
done like it
He was
was.
mad.
him and Danielle Walsh and all.
Yeah,
and
they
Abby
done
Parkinson done it too.
No, I didn't do that. What was it?
They
Oh,
all,
they done
It was
a
like a
fucking
TV show
thing,
where
yes.
they done comedy.
That's right. That's right. I haven't seen Psychic Glenn. I haven't seen
They
him
had to
around.
do a stand-up.
He's some crack.
I
isn't
love Glenn.
he? He's some crack.
I know. He's dynamite. Like, I'd say out of all of our guests, I remember afterwards I was like, Jesus, because he's mental.
Yeah, it's mental.
But so animated.
But he's like that even off camera.
Off camera,
that's what
that's
people
just who
need to
he
know.
is.
It's not
Yeah.
because there is people that have done our pod and they've walked in as quiet as you like.
Yeah.
Went on and we're fucking mental and then quiet as soon as the
Yeah.
camera started. And you're like,
The maddest like change I saw was, remember Jamie Hutchinson?
that's who exactly.
Is that who you're thinking of?
Who's Jamie Hutchinson?
So Jamie Hutchinson is like
Big
a
comedian from
Really?
England.
Manchester.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So like, and he flew over to do the podcast.
Yeah.
And I just remember like he was just all like, "Oh right lads, what? How's it going?"
Really
You know,
quiet.
and
Once the
then
camera went on, it was like, woof, it's like
Serious.
it was like he
Jack
completely
Nicholson.
switched, and he was like talking about his mass dildos and fucking
Uh-huh.
all his hair. It was just mental. It was the craziest episode I think that we ever done. And then afterwards, I give him a lift to the airport, and he's just going, "Yeah, how'd you think I went?" Like, "Yeah, I thought it was good." And, like analysing it,
Yeah.
and you're like, "Holy fuck!" Like some people
But
can
some
just switch
people,
it on.
it's nearly like front stage, backstage kind of thing, where they're like, it's not that it's put on, but it's like a flick.
Yeah.
But with Glenn, it was always what you see is Glenn is like, it's what you see is what you get.
Yeah.
It really, really is. I haven't seen him in a while though. But who would you say is your favorite, or
I can't
not
really
favorite,
say
but
if-
you know, like that you enjoy working with? Or
a lot of the boys are just great company and you
Yeah,
have
yeah.
the crack with them.
it seems to be that way.
I've been very close with Darren Matthews and like Rory Woods back in the day. Me and him were started at the same time, so we would be fucking flat. And we don't get the gig team together much anymore. It just seems to be that way. He had a wee baby and stuff.
Uh-huh.
You and Tommy.
Huh?
You and Tommy.
Me and Tommy are quite close, just because sort of Tommy's coming up and I'm giving him support things, and he comes with me,
Yeah.
and we are quite close. So we're very friendly and stuff.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, I get on with most people. It's
Yeah.
you know they're if I don't really gig with ones, and you know that
Yeah, like it's but it's just maybe like it's nothing in common, or not your vibe, or not the same style. Or,
Yeah.
no, I got you.
It's
no,
like a very supportive community.
yeah.
And
It's,
we
but
spoke
this is,
about that
we've
with
spoke
Andrew,
about
but-
this a few times, and that's always a reoccurring thing. And what did Andrew say? It's like it's better to have a community than competitiveness. Like if everybody's doing well,
well, there's no point in having a fish
Yeah,
tank if there's only one nice fish in it.
yeah, 100%. That's actually that's a good analogy.
That's your quote.
That's your quote, because usually we always finish. Do you hate quotes? Willie hated it. Andrew hated it.
What, like having a quote?
Quote. So we always
Like a
would have
quote
finished
that
an episode. We would
Does
have
it have to
ended
be
up
a
with a
quote
quote.
for
Like you share with with our listener. Like
oh,
a
so
quote.
but it doesn't have to be like my quote, or there can
Yeah.
be some
No, not your quote, like a quote you like, or a quote that you want to share, pass on. Mm-hmm. But I think that's a good one. But you like quotes?
yeah. No, I do. Like quotes.
I would have thought that. Like, despite the whole...
Heavy ones for the winter and light ones for summer.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that.
It's time for the outbreak.
Time for that break. Right, we'll be back chatting to Paddy in a wee minute. But first, let's hear from our sponsor. This week's sponsor is, of course, the fabulous Voodoos. You can see the products in front. We've got this velvet crown here. This is absolutely amazing if you want that smooth shine for your hair. I'd say this is actually one of their most popular products. But, guys, just as a recap, we have that discount code. It gets you the highest discount you can get. 20% off Voodoo's site-wide with the code popmycherry. Now, all of the information is going to be in the description section, where you can get everything, whether it is the curling tools, the curling kits, the products, hair care, the aerosols, whatever you wish to get, or the hair accessories as well. All available on their website, which is in the description section. And don't forget, Pop My Cherry gets you that 20% off. And thanks again to Voodoos for sponsoring. Let's get back into the episode. Right, so welcome back. And thanks again to our sponsor Voodoos. We were just chatting a wee minute there. Sean basically is walking in, so unfortunately nobody can see Sean. I really would wish there was another camera, but how would you describe what he's wearing, Paddy? I would say, so we've got the like cream snicker trousers, or like a
Close enough,
off
they're
grey,
cargo pant.
yeah, off grey snicker trousers, a pale khaki puffer coat, and today's really, really warm outside, by the way. And then a t-shirt that says independent. Thoughts?
Politics. He actually is very coordinated today.
It is, it's all cohesive.
And
yeah.
he's went light colours for a sunny day, so
Yeah.
I give him that, but the puffer jacket's like fucking what?
The puffer
I
jacket.
was roasting in the car.
Astronaut. Yeah.
Were you wearing it in the car as well?
I was. Cause
What the fuck?
there's my keys in it, and then I was lifting everything coming out of the studio. And
Nah, you're getting on like with that.
Aye. But it's kind of, when you pair it all together, it's kind of given like, it is given like astronaut, but not like a real astronaut, like you and Katy Perry
Like a
were in
rocket?
space.
Did you see Katy Perry?
What about that? Did you see it?
She went
Katy
up to
Perry
space.
was in space and then
I
saying what a
seen a
wonderful
clip,
world.
and then I seen her like kissing the ground when she came out and all.
Yeah. What's your thoughts? Would you go to space?
I used to go to it every week. There was a nightclub in Belfast called Space.
Was there actually?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And it was like an after hours
Right.
nightclub, so it was like
And what was it like? Yeah.
proper fucking.
Like-
Do you know what?
Load of
People go,
astronauts in
"What's
there."
your memories of space?" And I go, "Not many, but it was there loads."
Aye.
Because you were always wiped out of your head, like
Oh my God. Where was this at?
Hill Street, so round where Cathedral Quarter is.
Oh, serious?
Yeah.
Stop. Have you ever been to space in Ibiza before it was high? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna Carl Cox and all, but like,
Yeah,
but I
proper.
laugh though. All these young ones now, they're all like on about the partying and all. Like they think they're like party girls.
Partying now
They
is
don't know
fucking-
nothing. Sure they don't.
They missed it.
No,
They missed it back
No.
in the fucking day.
no.
And we used to do, like, even when I then went on and done security in the bars, you would get paid to go down to, which used to be the Parliament,
Right.
but it changed over, but it was still a gay nightclub then. And we would get paid, because it was on till 6 in the morning, to clear it. And we used to laugh, like, because we got a full shift for like 2 hours work. There was no clearing to do. You just turned the music off.
Serious.
And it was like a light, you know, so if you have a light, you have all flies around it. So that's the way it was. So once they turned it off, and everybody was wiped out. So they were just like, need to go and get fucking music here.
Yeah.
So they just left.
They left.
So there was no clearing. It was like fucking a joke, like.
Oh my God.
That's where like Lux and stuff is.
Lux is now, yes.
Yes, and then
Common Market
and then it
stuff.
was rain. No. Oh,
that's
I know
the
where
other
you're.
one,
That's
on
the
the
other
other
one. I know
post
which one.
office.
It was right. Okay. And was there any other place? Where was the place in? What was it called?
The Network,
No, it was somewhere like was it in Banbridge or somewhere.
the Coach.
The Coach. Was
The
it?
Arena.
That was a Wednesday
Arena.
night. The Arena was in Armagh. That was
Armagh,
something
that's the
else,
one
yeah.
I was on about,
And then there
yes.
was Exit 15, which was, people go, why was it called Exit 15? It was Exit 15 off the motorway.
Oh.
It was the Glengannon Hotel, and they called it Exit 15 because you came off at the Exit 15. That was a good one. And the Pink Pussycat in Cookstown, which
was like-
big nightclub. It
Really?
sounded really gay, but it was just
Oh
a
my
big
God. I
nightclub.
was surprised. Like that's why I was like, where's that?
So the ones that didn't want to sound
I'm ready for a cocky tea
Clubland.
with the
So then the
girls.
culties called it Clubland.
Clubland, yes, aye.
But it was the Pink Pussycat.
Really?
But they wouldn't like, no, fuck, we're going to Clublands. And you're like, no, we're going to the Pink Pussycat. No, it's fucking not. It's Clublands.
And would you have all went down that way, got the bus and all? Aye.
I was in all them places.
Oh my
The
God.
Yak Yak Club in fucking Enniskillen. The one in Lacey's, which was in Dundalk.
Oh my God.
One-
But you not think though young ones now though, like, especially with the phones and all this here, like they really don't know. And we've talked about this like how many times, like it's something we're clearly passionate about. But like, do you remember like, you know, you would have got a bus, got a full squad, get the bus money, and then remember like piss stops. Like you'd be halfway down, piss stop, and everybody would be aye.
like with phones
Everybody's
now,
out
like,
having a
the
piss and a fag. And then that was whenever the air hit you, you were fucking rode off, and then you were in some like culty town in a different nightclub, and you were like, do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And like, no phones, no bullshit, no.
You don't have that now. Like,
Where
don't
did
have
you
the
meet your
coordination.
fella? No.
I met in Manchester, so I always go to Manchester every New Year's Eve. So I do.
Good crack.
I always go warehouse projects, so like proper, like I remember like it was Annie Mac maybe that year, but like proper like big rave kind of.
Aye,
I just love like a
Manchester's
big
great for the scene,
countdown.
like, aye. Get what you mean.
I love it, but I love like a.
Did you meet him before the countdown or after?
Before. So
So-
fair, and do you know what? It's a funny story actually because it was like I remember the day before I wasn't going to go. I was like, oh fuck no, do you know what? Like I can't bar, but I've been every year for 3 years, and then my friends said just book a flight, and I was like, what the fuck do you think's going to happen here? I'm going to have the most euphoric night of my life, and fall in love and have a countdown kiss, get fucked hardly. And then I just thought, fuck it, you know what? Like, I'm not doing that. I'll be sitting in the house watching Gerry Kelly Countdown. That's not even on anymore, is it? Do you remember Gerry Kelly Countdown?
The sofa.
Oh my God.
You knew you were on the bad news. I'm telling you. Right, well, my listeners, Happy New Year. And what people don't even know is he wasn't even in the fucking studio at that stage. That was recorded 3 weeks before.
Was it? He is like away off somewhere else having actually a good New Year.
All them are fucking pre-recorded.
Jules Holland is recorded in like October or something.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's all bollocks. A lot of bollocks.
Where's Gerry Kelly at? Is he still about?
He still do. I seen him in the airport. I was going somewhere on tour, and he was bringing a load of kids to Lapland. through the airport, like a load of like kids in wheelchairs and all, so can't even.
Oh, right, okay.
But it was like,
Do you think,
yeah, fuck it, don't. I know he's looking at me like, I was like, is he one I am? No. I mean, I think you could bring him somewhere closer if you want to do stuff like that. Instead of going the whole way to Lapland, like, I'm on to see Santa Sack, right? And
Somehow.
Nobody even said it. Nobody said it. But me and Gerry both went, that's odd, like.
I went to Bad Kitchen once in Boucher Road. Well, just went in to look at the kitchens, and the guy was trying to sell me it, and he says, here's a wee thing you don't know. He said, see that sofa you're sitting on? I went, and he went, Gerry Kelly's sofa. And I went, fuck, he moved in. He used to live next door to us. And he went, really? Because I thought like it was Boucher Road. Like I wasn't thinking. I thought like Gerry Kelly giving
Gerry Kelly like
the fucking Sinn Féiner. Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
he says, so the conversation went, he says, that's Gerry Kelly's sofa you're sitting on. And I went, because he asked us where we lived, and I went, that's what he's trying to get at here. And he went, see if that sofa could talk, like. And I went, well, it would have got shot if it did. And the fella was so confused. Right? And then he was like, it sort of racked the conversation. And then I went, why is he being weird? And I went, I was joking. And he was like, no, I gathered that. Like, and I was like, right. And then we went around and looked at the kitchens. And then he went, are we talking about the same Gerry Kelly? And I went, Sinn Féiner? And he went, no, fucking Gerry Kelly, the show. That was the sofa off. He says, I paid thousands for that off the show to have that. And I was like, right. And I think it racked it a wee bit for him because he thought, fuck is people going to think when I say Gerry? No, so he's had these flashbacks of all these customers that come in and if they've been prods and he's like, that's Gerry Kelly's sofa. Oh, I can't believe you're sitting in Gerry Kelly's sofa. And they're like, get out of here quick.
Do you remember my birthday?
He turned up.
Gerry Kelly?
No, yes, the Sinn Féiner.
Sinn Féiner, right, okay.
If you want to hear about the most smacked out...
You asked this, didn't you? Or
no.
No.
I didn't ask for Gerry.
Most people ask for a face painting.
What age were you? What age were you?
Right, Gerry, this
What
is...
age were you?
10.
Sean's 10th birthday. My ma booked an axed army jeep to come and take them around.
No, so and this is the way it happened. Like there was a knock at the door, and then they opened the door, and two fucking like guys dressed up as British soldiers, stormed into the house and lifted me, and threw me in the back of a jeep, of an army jeep.
You're joking.
And drove away with me, and I was like, "What? Like kidnapped me?"
He was 10. Gerry's going, fuck, I love that.
Then like the let down the garden, like they were like going, it's a wee joke, it's for your birthday. Then they came back, got all my mates from the birthday party, and then we were in like the army jeep, like hanging out, like the top where the gun is and all, like
one of them
going
was
around West Belfast.
Gerry Kelly's son went to school with him.
Stop it.
So Gerry Kelly came to get him.
And we were like jumping.
And they put him in the jeep, and he was in the jeep and all with the guns.
Stop it. And was this like a party act?
That's his 10th birthday party. Welcome to the house. Mama, I just wanted him to have the experience that you had that he didn't get.
So was this like orchestrated or like,
so like
or
my
can you
like it's like it's the West Belfast version of like people get
the Grinch,
right?
Or like ever see at weddings where it's like the waiters that turn into singers.
Yeah, like right.
No big gig. Let's get the Brits to come and take the child away and make it as traumatic as it was for us, just so he knows. Wasn't that a gag, wasn't it?
They're like, fuck, I want to go to Lunarland.
And were you like shitting yourself? Obviously.
Yeah, but then I was loving it.
Really?
Yeah. When it was like a joke then.
That's when he joined the rap.
It's the
I am a political prisoner.
I was 5 minutes into the jeep and I started a dirty protest.
Really? Shit all over the place. Serious? rubbing in the walls.
Do you think Sean could survive prison?
No.
He
definitely wouldn't be a hunger striker anyway. Definitely wouldn't. You like your grub too much.
I do.
Stop every time you bring a comedian on. It's like fucking Russian roulette. You never know what the fuck's going to come out of their mouth.
Like,
Oh my
is this
God.
in makeup influencers?
I
anymore,
know.
Jay?
I'd rather it though. I prefer this. So, but right, you have Dubai. You have what were we saying? Basically, the whole Middle East.
Yes, we haven't announced that yet, Jerry. So don't be talking
Oh
about
fuck!
that.
You said it.
I know, but off camera, like it
Oh
was.
fuck! Oh, I think that was on. We're gonna have to cut that then.
No, we don't cut it. Just keep
Do we
it
not
in.
know? Right,
Fucking
okay,
secretly
right.
let it out.
Right, so
People know I'm going.
cat's
off
out of the
top
bag.
it.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So
I'm
you're-
doing a tour. I'll be sort of the Middle East and then over to Australia.
Okay.
And I've got America coming up too. But the big
Oh,
one is
yeah.
Belfast, the SSE on the 17th of October. So
Right.
that's the one. Get your tickets,
Oh
fella.
my God.
It's about me having good.
That's what it's about. Mm-hmm. Okay.
But it's not like a medical thing. Like it's a fucking comedy
Oh
show.
right. Okay. Oh right.
You looked all worried.
Yeah, I didn't know where to go.
Think-
I think people don't know what gout is.
What do you think it is, Jay?
Well, like I always would have been like, oh my God, I'm gonna get gout. Like, you know, if I had like a Chinese.
Don't you stick at me. You're going to get good.
Do you know like gout, like nearly like I'm gonna become like I'm gonna put on like 10 pounds was like gout to me.
Uh-huh.
No.
No.
So do you know like nearly like, oh my God, I need to stop eating out. Honestly, I need to
Do you
start
know what
cooking dinner.
gout
I'm
is?
gonna get gout. No.
Do you know what it is? Luke's quite, he fucking knows stuff.
Yeah,
That's the
look, it's very
problem.
smart, yeah.
He fucking reads up and everything. You can
Yeah.
just fucking tell he's in type.
Luke would be very good in like, you know, like a pointless like general knowledge kind of quiz. The most randomest shit. 100%.
He's the one you want
We're
for
quite
that. You know, like, is there somebody you want to ring that you think would know something?
Phone a friend.
Phone fucking
phone
Luke.
a friend.
Luke fucking knows
100%.
everything. Nosy bastard.
Yeah.
Bet you know everybody in the street has cancer and fucking that are claiming single parent and all. You know it fucking all. You can't, you know, do you? Oh, I know fucking you're at. That's why you were called Luke. Look, he's looking. Look.
Stop. But so the Middle East is happening. So the SSE, right?
17th October. Tickets are on sale tomorrow.
So they're on sale right now.
We haven't made a big deal about it. Like it's just
Really?
we just got it out there and then
Just got it,
we
right.
haven't really done a big deal about it.
Have you ever done the SSE before?
Yeah,
Have you?
yeah,
What's
yeah.
it like?
Unreal.
Really?
The hometown gig, big gig,
Yeah.
unreal. So done it 3 times now, so this will be number 4, and I'm
serious?
really looking forward to doing it.
Oh my God. And then do you have anybody, like any of the other comedians, are they ever, or is it just like a one-man?
It's a one-man show, but they
Yeah.
always bring out like a support act and stuff.
Yeah,
but this
yeah,
year
yeah.
I've been thinking, toying with the idea, do I want to have a support act on and
Yeah.
split the show into 2 and stuff like that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Last year you had DJ.
I had a DJ on before me.
Really?
Yeah.
And how was that?
Brilliant.
Gets the crowd going.
Did get
yeah,
the crowd
yeah.
going. But I had to come on and go, shh. That was the whole thing. I got them to all shush. Like to
Yes.
get the Odyssey, the shush,
Shush, aye.
was amazing.
Oh my God.
Do you know what I mean? Have you ever been to a comedy show?
So we actually had a conversation, but never been.
Never.
Never been. And like, I know I would love it. I don't know why. I think maybe my friends never, I don't know why I never went.
Influencer, have you not got invited in May to the Empire?
No?
No.
Do people get invited or?
There's an influencer night in May.
No, I never heard shout about
You-
that. Who's all on that? And who's all on that?
Nah, the
If I hear
bitchiness
Willie
comes out.
Thompson or Andrew Ryan's name in that lineup.
No, I don't
No?
think they're on.
No?
The funny thing is that they sent me a message and they were like, there's a Tato and a harp package here. Can you give us an address? And then your woman sent me a message like, we'll give you 2 tickets to the Empire Laughs back on the 6th of May. And I'm like, I actually could be fucking doing that.
Really?
Yeah. Because
Aye.
I do it like once a month, twice a month, depends, you know. So,
So, because there's Lavery's as well. So there's the comedy club. There's the Empire. Where else would be?
Gerry Lavery's. Is your name Lavery or
Lavery, yeah.
that's your comedy club to go to? Yeah,
Is there a place called Gerry Lavery's?
No,
No, I'm just saying.
Oh, where you're
Gerry
going?
Lavery's, Gerry Lavery's.
Stop. But where would be the main one then? Because it seems
well,
to be a real circuit.
Empire's the
Empire's
oldest
yeah.
comedy club in Ireland.
Really?
And there may be people say it's not Ireland, but
No.
And then Lavery's has like
Colin
been,
Gans, yeah.
Colin has built
he's
it up
built it
over
up,
the
so
last
it's on
15
2
years.
nights during the week.
Oh my God, right. No, I've always wanted to go to one. I mean, Andrew saying he was going to train me up in stand up. I've never heard from the cunt since. Do you remember that?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, he was making it out as if I was going to be his wee protege. Like he was going to, you know, teach me the way.
I don't think anybody
did.
can teach you to do.
Do you
comedy.
think not?
No.
You see, I'm good at improv. You fire something, like Serena and
But
Venus.
see, because you
fire something at
haven't
me,
been
I'd
to
fire
see
it back.
comedy, that's the problem that I
That's-
have because I need
yeah.
to find what your
Yeah.
niche would be. Are you a storyteller? Do you tell jokes? You know, so
What
do
do
you,
you, I don't know.
do you
What-
want quick laughs?
I
or-
like. Would you hit me if I hit you back?
But the
with-
problem with doing one-liners is you have to remember so many. Like if you're doing a 20-minute set, you near enough have
Yeah.
to know, I would say 60 jokes.
Yeah. I don't. Maybe I think I'd just
You're-
be
Like
you're
a
an-
script.
you're
Have you
an
ever done
MC.
anything scripted?
an MC. So nearly what happens in the
Do you
room,
like the crowd work?
I'm a responder. Yes.
Yeah. You'd be good at MC
Yeah.
crowd work, a bit of crowd work.
But I can get away with lots. To say I've done like corporate gigs and stuff, but I can.
be
I'm
alright.
the one. I'm like right.
You
You
can
know,
talk on camera.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, I tell people, just be funny.
Just yeah.
Because that's what I call it.
But it's a gift though, isn't it? It is.
I don't know.
Do you think not?
I don't know. Superpower, maybe? I don't know.
Aye.
You know, we should have capes. But yeah, no, we'll have to get you the comedy night, Jerry.
Right.
I'll get you the one.
Okay.
I'll not be like Andrew Ryan. We'll fucking sort it out.
Yeah. Right. We're going to get it sorted. Right.
We'll
but-
get a peeler jeep to come and lift you from the house. Make sure your boyfriend's over from Manchester. He'd shit himself, wouldn't he? What the fuck?
Oh, he can go fuck.
And then we'll get you brought to a comedy night. And
Yeah. No, that sounds good. No, I love
you'll
that.
enjoy it.
Would love it. Right, Paddy, thank you so
No
much
problem.
for coming
Thank you
on.
for having me on, Jerry.
We'll put the link for the tickets. If anybody's wanting to grab some tickets, we'll put that in the description section for this episode. Thanks again for coming on, and we'll have your socials as well.
Brilliant.
And I think before we go, I didn't even get a chance to put these on. Look, I have the
look at
tinted
that.
version.
We could do.
Look at that.
We could do a thing,
Duo.
a duo.
Like the cheeky girls, Monica
I
and
was thinking more
Gabriella.
than two Ronnies, like, but fuck it. That just shows you the different fucking thoughts are in it. It's good night for me.
Good night for me.